Hi everybody, if you're watching this video, my name is Jessie Turnbull. This is my personal narrative video for Liberal Arts, the Humanities 197 class. I'm going to be talking to you a little about who am I, who has influenced me, how and why, what am I going to be contributing to the community as an educator, why I want to be an educator, and what have I learned about myself over the last semester. So I hope you enjoy. So there's a few reasons why I want to be an educator. Before I wanted to be an educator, I wanted to be a dietitian or a nurse, and I wanted to be those for a few years, but I decided to change my mind. I really can't tell you the reason why I wanted to change my mind, because I don't even know why I changed my mind. I think the reason why I changed my mind definitely on the nurse is because everybody wanted to be a nurse. So I wasn't sure if there was going to be even room for me to be in a nursing program, and that's something I didn't want to pursue. And dietitian, it just doesn't feel right. And I decided to be a teacher. It just felt like it was the right career path. And I noticed there was like a correlation between all these different career paths, that it was helping the community and helping others. So I always feel good about myself, and I have a self-fulfillment about myself once I do help others. And like I've said before in my previous video, there's something about helping others I love, and I've worked with kids before, and I just absolutely love it. There's just something about kids. I just have a good feeling about it. I just love it. So I have a few family members that have definitely influenced me in my life. One would have to be my oldest brother. I have three. He is the one that I've been closest to in my life. Right now he is second year in medical school in Colorado. He worked really hard to get into what he is in right now. He would spend 10-12 hours a day sometimes studying, trying to do what he needed to do to get into medical school. There were some times when he would work one, sometimes two jobs and go to school full-time. I remember at one point he was working a full-time job at night on an ambulance rig and going to school during the day, and sometimes he'd get maybe a couple hours sleep, and sometimes he'd get a few more hours of sleep. And he was very persistent on working hard to get into medical school, because that is something that he always wanted to do. And I am very proud of him. I don't see how he did it. I think it's just loads of coffee sometimes, but he does it, and I am so proud of him sometimes. Not sometimes, but a lot of the times I am very proud of him. And I can't wait to call him Doctor. Another person that I am very proud of, not proud of, but definitely that influenced me, would definitely be my mom and my father. They were always hardworking when I grew up. My mom is very compassionate and has a very beautiful heart. She's always giving. She's very loving. Her and myself, we always give and we never receive many times. And so when we do receive back, it's kind of a shocker, and we don't realize, oh my gosh, this person's giving back to us. We never think about giving back, receiving. We always give back, and that's kind of how teachers are. We always give, and sometimes we never receive. And even a thank you is receiving, and that's enough for me sometimes. My father was a very hard worker. Unfortunately, he passed away about 5 years ago, about a month shy of my 20th birthday. So I do want to make him proud in what I do with my life. I just don't want to throw away my life and just go, oh, you know, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do that. I want to make him proud with what I do. I want to show him and just make him proud. I don't want to waste my life, and do something with it that's going to be fulfilling, not for others, but for myself as well. Something that's going to make me happy in life. So something that I can contribute to my community as an educator is, luckily I am very intelligent in language arts and English, so that is something that I love to work with kids. Sometimes the kids do get annoyed with me because I do have high standards when it comes to math and English, but I think it's something that is very valuable. I believe that if you don't know the basics, you're not going to know later on in life, so you got to know the basics. From there, you're not going to be able to succeed. Can't even speak today. Can't even succeed. Also, not only that, but we got to get the community involved. You got to get those parents come in, neighbors, anybody that will come in and help you. Volunteers, donations, anything like that. Parents and volunteers don't realize how much that helps. When I was working with the kids, they didn't realize how much little donations or arts and crafts, even time helps, and that would be a great contributor. And reaching out to the community, I think, would be a great contributor as an educator. So something I learned about myself, or a few things I learned about myself this last semester, is that I definitely need to slow down. I worked too much this last semester, and I need to focus more on my studies. But unfortunately, I could not slow down on working. So hopefully next semester I will be able to slow down on working, and I will be able to focus more on my studies. Another thing that I noticed is that I need to go back to where I used to work and sign up and be a volunteer. That is something that I really do miss. I really miss working with the kids, and maybe not even the same apartment complex that I worked at, but maybe another place that is close to the San Bernardino campus or somewhere similar in the same area, so I can get in there and start helping out those kids. I really do miss it. I really do miss feeling that feeling of self-achievement, and really miss having that feeling of helping the kids. It's a great feeling once you see them really understand the mathematics or the English or whatever you're teaching them. It doesn't even have to be homework. It can be arts and crafts or an education session, or even playing outside. You being with them, it really does make a difference. So that's something I've learned about myself, is I really need to get back in there and start helping out the community a little bit more. And definitely try to focus on myself a little bit more when it comes to school. So that's something I will definitely work on for next semester. So if you're watching this, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you learned a little bit more about myself. And if you do see me in class or around campus, you're always welcome to say hi. If I give you a little bit of a stare or kind of look at you like, who are you? Just tell me you're in the liberal arts program just like me, and you saw my video online. And then I'll probably laugh at you and go, oh, okay, no problem. So I hope you have a good day.